turn 27. So as I said on the recording from the previous turn, I migrated the Orc city in one turn into a Tigran, and that was one turn because I've got swift migration from the expander specialization, and now thanks to expansionism I've got double growth, and I've got also plus 20 production, so it's quite big. I hesitated about what to produce here, but in the end I went for a lab for three reasons. One is to increase knowledge, second is that I will be able to build a observatory next, and then more gold thanks to the RG2, and third is it means I will get the great farm inside the domain faster, which will be interesting to reach Heptatopia faster and get more income and stuff. And I can garrison it with some cheetahs from Raise Militia. Then, so with my AD, I got attacked by roaming from the necromantic circle, as I was worried about, and so I lost the Sunguard because he was alone, and the other troops managed to kill the roamers. So I was right to keep them together. Then I did this Bolt of Knowledge battle, and I know first I did the in battle because I wanted to recruit some troops to do the Vault of Knowledge because it's quite dangerous. So I cast one Ancestral Spirit here, and then I did the Vault of Knowledge and cast another Ancestral Spirit, and I think I cast also, I don't remember exactly, I think I cast also Steadfast Ward maybe? No, I cast Raise Militia, that's why I've got this Tigran cheetah. So I was at 20 CP left, something like this, 21. I forgot there was Baby Shows Up, and then I could befriend him, so didn't even try. That was stupid, but yeah. And so then I did the last fight, and that's where I cast Steadfast Ward, because I was at 21. Actually, I was at 31 CP, because I guess I had cast Civic Guard, Raise Militia before. So let's have a look at it. And I know that's because I killed 2 summons in the previous fight. That was a Phantasm Warrior and Baby Shock Serpent, or a Wisp or something. Anyway, I was at 31. So I needed to kill 2 undeads to be able to cast Steadfast Ward, because it's double CP cost because my leader is not here. And so the fight started bad but actually that was planned that they would move like this, but everyone moving in my direction, because they are closer when you engage the fight with this side and you've got someone behind, they are closer to the enemies actually, so the AI will always move toward the guys behind. And I was like, they have quite a lot of movement points, the Wraith, so they are pretty dangerous, and I cannot show the range, but they move 6x, so I was able to stay out of range of this one, but not of this one. And my hero had the chance to stay out of range, but it means he was here. He has phase, so if things go really bad, I can just phase, but so I moved this one quite close to them to let the Carrion Bird engage her, and the Lost Soul move towards her also, but it means she's probably going to die, but it's better to sacrifice 1 unit, especially a T1 irregular, than lose all your army, right? So sometimes you need to sacrifice 1 unit. And then so the plan was to try to kill the Lost Soul and a Wraith and get Steadfast Ward, and then use it to drain the action points from the rest and kill them. But actually I could not really achieve this because the Lost Soul went in this direction. Actually, I should have probably moved more like here to take the Carrion Bird, but not the Lost Soul. So the the race took some damage from my Berserker here, especially since I put Guardian Flame on it, so it does fire damage also. And then I need to kill the race as fast as possible. And my Dreadnought only has Flashbang as a useful spell, and it's not that useful, so not really helpful. So here I move here to be able to flank with the other Berserker, and I get 5 CP. So it's a display bug, but it's going to display a bit later, I think. I'm at 36, and then I just guard with my Dreadnought because it's an incorporeal and an undead, so it resists both physical damage and frost damage, and so better to guard and attack when I can flank. And then here I use pounds here to try to reduce the HP, and if I had done 6 damage, which was possible, I may have tried Flashbang on it to kill it and then get CP. Yeah, no, I've got 6. The CP to cast Steadfast Ward, but I did only 4 damage, so I dropped that idea. And this cheetah could be killed by the Race King if it stayed here, so instead I used sprint and move as far as here, and to stay out of range of all these guys. So it means I've got only 3 units here to deal with Wraith King. It's not the best configuration, but don't really have a choice because of the 36 movement points of the Wraith King and the race. Then I did a small mistake dealing with the Wraith King. So now I'm baiting the units there with my cheetah here. So I did a small mistake because I did bad positioning and was not able to finish the raid. I should probably have moved up to here to attack it, and so it's left with 1 HP, I think. Yeah, 1 HP. No, 4 because it has the stuff, the lifesteal. And then I forgot also about this. So then I've got 1 more in mid fight. So then I finish the Wraith King and I get 40 CP, and I can cast Steadfast Ward on my Berserker, who has only 6 HP left also. And I need to free, so then I cast Steadfast Ward, and I need to free my Dreadnought, and I do this with the Berserker killing the Carrion Bird. And then I just guard and get ready to deal with these 2 guys. And my cheetah here is bringing the Lost Soul with her. So yeah, then it's basically the end of the fight. I can deal with the race here. And yeah. So difficult fight, but Steadfast Ward was key, as usual. When you play Warlord, you can do really tough fight. What? It's kind of bugging, re-entering the and lagging. So let's exit again. Okay. So now I'm building a watchtower here with a builder, and so staying out of the cave entrance. I scouted here as usual, didn't find the Lost Soul. Here I'm building my 8th city to get monoculture, and keeping a cheetah here. So there is a big risk of roamers from here and there, but I'm going to go here and then take the ice berries, clear this, do the quest, and then go clear this. It's a bit of a shame because I'm not clearing the dungeon, but too complicated, takes too much time to come back here. And same for this tomb. I could have done it with my leader and the Sphinx, but I think it's better to go and try to finish El Lobo. And El Lobo has a really bad map because all this is rapids, all this, and so he has to move all the way here, and his vassal is here. So actually he should have embarked, and so it needs to research basic seafaring, but embarked and then move there and take his vassal and move through here. But he didn't do that, and so is like really bad shape. Only built one fortress here, and then he needs to move all this way, and you've got a lot of very not wide passage, very narrow passage where he needs to go choke points, and then he reached here. So it's a really bad map for him, and I didn't find any cave entrance so far. Maybe there is one here. Otherwise, he could not go underground to clear underground also. So it's a very bad map for him. So I took his fortress, and now I'm destroying it, and then moving back on the safe rapids. And here is his army. So he built a lot of Reanimators. I don't think that's the best strategy for him, but so I cannot take his throne only with these two troops. So I'm probably going to move back south to harass him. Yeah, with my AD, after I clear this and this, I'm going to move here and start moving toward this throne, which is not that far. Especially since there are 2 haste berries. So in terms of production, to conclude on this turn, I'm producing a scout here to go west and make sure his leader doesn't come too close. Then labs, forge. I could maybe rush the forge, but I'm not in a rush right now. Let's keep the high happiness, not that high actually, and the gold. And in terms of research, almost finished Banish. So thanks for watching, see you next time.